Hey everybody, I'm Sam.
I'm Adam.
I'm Will, and we are
Working Title.
This is the channel you were looking for.
Unlimited Reaction.
It's Disney Plus Star Wars Visions, Episode 9, Akakiri.
Akakiri.
That's right.
I hope I'm saying that correctly.
I think you are.
Yeah. Last on we had Lop and Acha.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Little bunny episode.
Female Midoriya.
Ooh, I'm dummy.
Last on. I don't know. You're good at that?
I think so.
Okay.
It was a bunny episode. Battle between the sisters, left on a cliffhanger. Maybe they'll touch up on it in season 2 or whatever the fuck Disney is planning.
Hopefully not.
Guys, Adam's gonna tell Sam he should say something.
Adam's gonna tell Sam. Oh, third person to Sam. Gotcha. Guys, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like on it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below about what your thoughts were on Akakiri, as well as the entire series as a whole. Check out the Patreon, not for this show because it's the finale now, but check out all the other shows we got. Jujutsu Kaisen, I almost said Star Wars Visions, it doesn't exist anymore. Squid Games, Full Metal Alchemist, and Vinland Saga, as well as Silent Voice, which will be out on YouTube very soon, so get it while you can. And this is not Market Substitute. If you like Star Wars Visions, make sure you go support it on Disney Plus, and then come back and watch your boys' working title right here on this channel. We're gonna punch it. Bow!
Science Saru. I think they did a previous episode.
Ooh! Inbound.
What kind of ship?
B-Wing.
That is
Interesting.
awesome.
Duck,
Very creepy.
duck horses.
It's a big one.
Put him there, partner. Whoa, look at those things.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay. Chop them up. Nice.
Like the afterglow effect.
Comes to a planet, kills everyone. Cries a bit.
I was having a PTSD moment.
Yeah.
Demons.
He's not again. Oh.
Oh.
The demons are talking to him. Getting his ass beat.
Oh boy.
They're so dopey looking.
They're like, what are the things in Mando?
Whoa, I've never seen that before in
me see
close,
eyelashes.
yeah, close eye effect.
You're finally awake, Suba.
Misa? You know each other? When I heard about what happened to your
Wait,
father,
what?
I just had to come. Who would have thought there'd be a Sith hidden among the royal family? Why is the princess carrying a bow?
Why does that sound like Tom Hiddleston?
Tsubaki, why did you come?
Masago is a Sith Lord. It's impossible to defeat her alone. Allow me to go with you.
Doesn't it sound like him?
I'm not sure. I will just go this way. Lady Misa, who is your strange friend?
He's a Jedi. He helped us 5 years ago when we were attacked by Orochi.
Jedi traveled all the way.
I see it. I see it. It's a little odd.
What are you laughing at?
How her face.
Excuse me?
It's just completely flat faced.
Can't seem to fight.
I see. Jedi judge by appearances, do they? If you must know, we're not strong fighters. We can't even fend off wild cats.
He reminds me of the big guy from Mulan.
Why do we need guides to lead us back to your palace?
Things have changed. There are checkpoints everywhere. I am in exile, and now cannot even get close to the palace.
Why are her eyes and nose wiggling
Kamahachi
like
has all the
that?
back roads
Whoa.
in and out. And Senshu has all the connections. They are both essential to this journey.
Well, they're searching for you.
Understood. But they better not get in the way.
These two are so funny.
scared, are you, Jedi?
We're not getting attacked.
Song against eagles?
They're looking for you.
It's like Horace and Jasper.
Horace and Jasper. Who is that? Who are they for?
Cruella de Vil's.
Yes, yes.
I need to see that movie.
I haven't seen that forever.
Well, the Cruella movie.
Oh yeah.
She looks like a Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends character.
Like one of the creations.
Yeah.
Up here. There's a path across the mountain.
No, we can't do that. There's a reason why they call the area the place of the gods. Because no one who has entered has ever returned. We can't. Impossible.
We've no choice. Let's go.
Stop. You'll be cursed. No, I won't go.
Fine, I'll add 300 credits.
500.
Digo.
I also get like Ed and Eddie vibes from those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like weird nostalgia from this episode.
Yeah.
It feels like something we would have watched when we were kids.
Yeah.
I love these like flamingo
What do
camel
you call it?
things.
Like alpaca?
Kind of alpaca, kind of bird.
Kamaji, we have to go back.
No. If we do, we lose you too.
Let me go.
It's hopeless. It's his destiny to die. This is divine punishment.
Ridiculous.
Nothing is predestined. Go on. I'll find you later.
Tsubaki!
He's a bit intense.
What the fuck is... What is happening?
They're trying to get.
Okay.
There's a Sith that's in charge of her palace.
Okay.
now. They're trying to get there.
I got so lost.
Yeah, they're like sneaking into her like kingdom.
She's in exile.
Yeah. No. They're crying.
As promised.
Take care of yourself, my king.
Tsubaki?
Demons!
Is it the Force doing that?
No, he's. It looks like someone's dying in front of him, and he just like has had PTSD about it.
It's really fucking hurting his head.
That's dope.
That's like Corbin.
Yeah.
That's like the freaking Sith Temple right there.
Whoa.
Maybe this is Corbin. The ancient homeworld of the Sith. Whoa. Damn.
Crossbow.
Yeesh. Could've knocked. Dang. Oh, is this the
Oh,
Sith
it
girl?
changed.
Is she a Sith?
No. This is flashback, maybe?
Your father is making a fuss that his princess has disappeared.
He's just overreacting. You should get some rest.
I'd love to if I could, but I'm still working.
You call this working? Like Jedi work?
Unfortunately, yes. Why are you out here, really?
Just thinking about bringing stability and peace to this world and what it would take to do it.
Flashback. Flash forward.
I've thought about it too. About what I can do. Also, about what I can't.
What was your conclusion?
Well, well, princess.
Shredder.
Did you think that by bringing a Jedi, you'd be able to avenge your pitiful father?
Whoa. Oh god.
You are the king's sister. How could you?
It was the right time. I was waiting for the perfect opportunity to come
Freaking
along.
She-Hulk.
Trippy.
You are to leave this planet right now and never return.
Is this a taste of that Jedi benevolence?
She's massive. Let's go. Oh, shit. Man, she's big.
She's like Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah.
Would you like technique?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
How they capture them?
Well, she'll just kill them
He
both.
was always going to die because it was written. There is nothing that has not been fated. Calm down, Tsubaki. Consider the facts. What could you possibly have done to save your friends?
I'm so stressed out by these jumps.
Yeah, so loud.
Now you're finally able to see the limitations of the Jedi's power. If you allow it, the dark side will awaken the true power that lies within you. You will join me. It is written. It is your destiny.
I have to go back. You've been having a nightmare recently. What did you see? I'm not sure. The vision of someone being killed repeatedly. Someone else should go in your stead. If you go, you will be tempted and it will cloud your judgment. If it comes to that, understand I will be able to save you. It's destiny. No, it's not!
Oh boy.
Whoa.
This is
The dark side.
That's it. That's it. That's the vision.
Huh?
Without power, you can change nothing. You can
Whoa.
gain it, though, by becoming my right hand. With you by my side, we will
It's your
be
left
able to
hand.
rule together, and we will bring order to the galaxy. We can then protect the planet. We can protect your precious
Oh,
Misa
shite.
as well.
Protect her. She's dead.
Are you sure? Why don't we try to save Misa together?
So it begins.
Please. Help me save her. My master.
Oh boy.
It even sounds like that last part sounded like our boy from Darth Maul
Sam Witwer.
did for a tiny bit.
What the heck? Did he really just revive her?
Yeah, right there. Why the fuck was she in the mask?
Maybe trying to come help.
No, they might have like pulled a Dark Knight Joker thing, you know? Hostages dressed as the bad guys, so the bad guys, the other good guys kill them, you know? Yeah, these drums, like, what the fuck?
It's very distracting to me.
Alright.
Star Wars Visions, everyone. We're here.
Wow, my mood shifted halfway through that episode.
It was the part where it got...
When I said, I was like, what the fuck is happening? My whole mood shifted for this episode.
Why?
I just got so bored with it at that point.
More than Lop and Ocho?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that I was very excited for that episode.
Huh. I liked the episode. I didn't like the music that accompanied it.
I did not like the music.
All the visuals I was looking at, I was like, this is really dope. It's the drums at the end were just killing it for me.
It was throughout the entire episode those drums were going.
But it wasn't bad till when they got up to that up there.
Yeah,
up on that peak that where the story was going to like. It got like. It's like they went to their like mixer and were like, all right, we're gonna take the drums and from like this low level and put it all the way up at the top so it's over. Like you couldn't even really hear the dialogue.
Yes.
I was like, what the?
Here's what I genuinely believe they might have been going for, and I just don't think it worked. But this is also me giving credit. I don't know if it's due in this particular area. The drums kept on enhancing, as you were saying, as we kept on getting higher and higher up. I thought it was supposed to be like an interpretation of the guy's mental state to the point where I was feeling like the dude with the headache because he was having mental crisis.
That's true. Actually, it could have been.
And
it could have been to build the tension and like make the craziness feel more evident.
The only thing that didn't work for me is that it kept on playing when he became a Sith. You would think that the Sith thing is like solves the problem for him, and now he's at peace with what he's done,
or it'd be
and the
something
crisis
else.
is over.
Yeah,
but it kept on playing, so I was like, I don't know if that's accurate.
Yeah.
The issue is like when it got to the peak, the drums were so overbearing I couldn't hear the voices, so I could barely hear what the conversation was. I genuinely believe if the drums weren't present and they did some different trick, this episode would be fine, perfectly fine. I like the episode. I don't like the music that accompanied it, and I think it did it a disservice.
Yeah, the story is interesting. I mean, there really wasn't like, it's hard because these are all like 15, 14 minute, 20 minute. Like there's not a lot, so it's kind of hard to get like a full fledged story from it. But the story that was there was interesting to me, or it had some potential of like the story of a Jedi losing his way to save. I mean, it says in this. I didn't really feel like this until the end. I mean, the fact that he joined the dark side of Saber, but it says a Jedi returns to his forbidden love to help defend our kingdom from a Sith-like shogun. So
so I read that before going into the episode, so I had that context going in. So I feel like it worked for me, knowing that that's what it was going to be. So I was going in with the mentality that he's not the best of the Jedi. Or at least he's not following the dogma. So he's here for his own intent. He's on the journey of figuring out who he is, and he's having some crisis of character with the demons in his mind. He's with the girl that I guess he shouldn't be with as far as the Jedi Order goes, and I guess he realizes that, which is what the inner conflict of his mind is. I mean, I liked the like weird imagery at the end where like the visions came true, but it was, I guess the people he saw dying were what he would see his future are of just all the same masked people. And I mean, I think it's your atypical turn to the dark side episode. I just feel like every other episode has been extremely cliche in terms of things I've seen from Star Wars, where this felt like a little different. We don't really see the turn of a dark character other than Anakin.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Everyone
else pushes past the temptation to the dark side.
Yeah.
It's literally only Anakin that ever falls for it, so...
And I feel like every other episode, a lot of them have just been...
No, I'm kidding.
A lot of the other episodes have just been like escalation of fighting the Empire and then lightsaber duel at the end. Like almost every episode has had that. A struggling people group oppressed by the Imperials. Heroes come in, duel at the end, resolve. I feel like almost every episode has been that so far.
Yeah, except for like the
cantina, the band
episode. Yeah, but I think the story had potential. I just don't think it was executed the best way.
Agreed.
Some technical things like that were like the music was just weird. I don't know. The only time to me that you can make the music overbearing is if there's no dialogue and it's just silence and like. I'm thinking of
like Vinland.
Well, think about like for Star Wars, for example, Attack of the Clones. The Anakin and Dooku are having their like spar of words before they duel, and then all the lights cut out, and it's just a lightsaber swinging, boom, 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 and it's got like the crazy beat behind it as it keeps flashing back and forth from. Red Anakin, blue Dooku, red Anakin, blue Dooku, and it just keeps going, and the music intensifies to the point where the duel ends and Anakin loses his arm.
Yeah.
So, like, that to me is how you do, like, the music incorporation well into the story where you're not taking away from the dialogue. But, like, if a character's talking and I can't hear them because of what's going on, and, it ruins the experience. Like, now granted, if we watch this in a sub... in Japanese, we would just be reading it, so it wouldn't matter anyways. But then we don't hear the actor's performance, And you don't make a show in a original language that's intended for another language to read it, because that's why you make the dub. You know what I mean? Like, if we wanted German people to watch American stuff with English voice acting, and we want them to actually hear and understand everything, you make a German dub for it so they can watch it in German. You don't just make, like, if you don't make it and then be like, oh, we're going to throw in the subtitles because the music's loud and they can't understand anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you don't make something like that. So, I don't know if that made a lot of sense or if that would just seem weird, but, yeah. The only thing I can complain about was the girl. It wasn't bad. I got used to it in the beginning, but in the beginning, like, everyone else kind of looked somewhat normal, and then the girl just looked so weird.
Yeah, I don't like her design.
But I enjoyed it later on as I got more of a feel for the episode. Like Sam said, it did feel very nostalgic, almost like
it did.
A type of animation of something that we would have watched when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like, she literally, I'm not kidding, she looks like a character from, not a specific character, but she looks like she could have existed in Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
It's also the pink nose and her lips and the eyeliner. You can see,
yeah,
like, very different colors that aren't really on a person.
The Sith, I got, like, you ever seen those Atlantis movies?
Yeah.
I got vibes.
Yeah. Her build was like Eduardo from Home of Imaginary Friends. Remember Eduardo?
The purple bull guy.
Big ass man. Mm-hmm. The other guy, I mean, he reminded me of the guy from The Elders. The Elder.
Yeah.
The
master.
But with Loki's voice.
Yeah.
And a hat, and a cowboy hat.
I think I really the visuals I really did like at the end where everything went red. I feel like if they had some Sith overtone music with like a choir, I would have sold it better. The music, I know they're trying to pay homage to Japanese probably music or percussions. Didn't work for me. Just didn't work for me. I felt like they should have gone with anything but what they went with.
Tsubaki, or whoever the main character is, it's from Crazy Rich Asians and Snake Eye. Sorry, I'm just looking up our cast. I mean, like I said, halfway through, I lost interest into it. After we'd stopped talking about the nostalgia effect and comparing it to all the shows that we watched as kids, I had already checked out. I just lost interest in it. The fight at the end was cool. I actually started liking the PTSD moments when it actually came to, like, it's that moment.
So I guess for you, it's not in your top 5.
Not at all.
Will, I know you have your 5 selected. Does this shift anything around? No? Okay.
No, it doesn't. I mean, I would say out of, like, the ones I didn't like the 3 I didn't like, this is above that, below the 5, though.
Okay,
you know
so
what I
it
mean?
didn't make the cut, but it's not the worst.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'd agree.
Let's do a top 3.
Yeah, we should.
Top 3.
Okay.
I will say, in this order, my favorite was Ninth Jedi, Village Bride, Twins. So, Ninth Jedi
was a
being
good
first.
one.
I felt like those were, like in a culmination of everything. Animation, the voice acting, granted, like, we bounce, if you guys have been following the series, we bounce back and forth between sub and English, so, there are moments that I don't know what it sounded like in English, and there are moments I don't know what it sounded like in sub, so it could be different. But a culmination of all those things, plus just my overall enjoyment of the episodes, yeah, that would be it. And, like, I could easily see all 3 of those. Village Bride, I don't really know if there's more to it than what we were given, but I do see the Twins and Ninth Jedi actually being, like, a series or like, longer running thing.
So Ninth Jedi, the Duel, the Village Bride.
I know for sure my favorite is the Twins. Twins was my favorite, I think. Just
more than the Village Bride?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I like the Twins the most. It felt the most Star Wars-y, I guess, in my mind. I know everybody loves the Ninth Jedi. I think it's my second favorite. It does give me a lot of Star Wars feels. I like the twist. And the third one, I like the Village Bride music. I don't know if the story necessarily was my favorite. This is gonna be a super hot take. I am putting Tatooine Rhapsody. I'm telling you, if you were to make a show that sells for kids, I feel like that's a show that could have longevity for children in a Star Wars universe.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I see the potential.
Yeah.
From a creative standpoint, it's one of the most creative out of everything we saw. Everything else seems pretty much like a cut and paste of Star Wars stuff I've already seen.
Or like stories we already know, but just with like a Star Wars twist on it, like the Duel.
And I feel like that might be why a lot of people didn't necessarily like Tatooine Rhapsody, is because it's very different. I don't like seeing the same stuff always over and over again, copy and pasted. So I'm going to put Tatooine Rhapsody as third. Because out of all the ones I think of the most, I still go back and think of that one, even though the story was extremely simple.
I like hearing that from Star Wars, regular Star Wars viewers, saying that, like, you've seen all these types of stories over before, and me, I just don't have that feeling. Like, I've never seen anything Star Wars that is anything like the Duel.
Well, for me, the Duel... Yeah, I
the
get
Duel
that.
has been the most done thing, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, the Duel in, like... I mean, they do that story, like, I feel like 7 times in the Clone Wars alone. But that's such a, like... For me, the reason why I didn't really care... It's not that I don't care for it. It was a good episode. But the reason why it doesn't strike me for top 3 is, like, how many... We collectively, I think between the 3 of us, could probably name, I'm not kidding, 40 films and TV shows that have done this story before.
Yes.
Outside of Star Wars.
Yes.
So it's just like, to me, it's like how many times do we have to retell this story?
Yeah.
Maybe
I didn't think
like,
it was super creative, is all I'm saying. I specifically feel like the last Duel, or the Duel, was just a Japanese 7 Samurai, just reskinned with Star Wars stuff. Remember, like I said,
Yeah.
oh, that's funny, there's just a droid with a straw hat.
Yeah.
I mean, that was all that really happened. It's like Tatooine Rhapsody isn't necessarily an original concept either. It's like, let's get the band together and save the day kind of story. You see that in other musicals. But I just haven't seen that in a Star Wars capacity yet, so I thought that was a unique thing, because as a Star Wars guy who feels like I've seen it all with Star Wars, I've never seen musicians get spotlighted in this world. The everyday civilian. The twins, I mean, you have Luke and Leia. It's a concept that's happened. Superpowered stuff. The very Force Unleashed vibes. The Village Bride, you get stuff like that in Clone Wars, where it's you go to a civilization that doesn't know what the Force is, but has concepts of it because the Force exists everywhere, whether the dogma of the Jedi have made it to those planets. The Ninth Jedi, I can't think of an exact reason, but there are an exact pinpointed scene, but there are definitely moments in Star Wars where a Sith pretends to be a Jedi pretends to be something else. I mean, I thought it was cool in the episode. I mean, the TOB1 was kind of creative. It definitely broke the lore of Star Wars completely. I just thought it was a cute kid story.
Yeah.
Elder, I felt was super uninspiring. Lop and Ocho, I mean, I'm still a little fresh on that. I need a little bit more time to think of the 2 we just watched. But they're not super memorable in my mind.
I will say, though, overall, I am very happy that Disney allowed these studios to do this.
Yeah.
I think it's very good for Star Wars to allow, within reason, outside minds. Like, I mean, this isn't anything that affects, like, Star Wars as a whole, necessarily.
Yeah.
But, so, it doesn't really change anything. But I do think it's good to put, like, fresh minds in the realm of people that actually want to create something different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not just getting, like, no disrespect to J.J. Abrams, but we're not just getting a J.J. Abrams that's just gonna, like, reskin a Star Wars movie and then, like, not do anything that's super, like, daring with it, or something that's, like, pushing Star Wars forward, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then we're also not, like, we're not getting someone that's just, like, a Star Wars, like, loyalist that's just gonna make it so it's, like, exactly how Star Wars should operate. Like, we got something a little bit different from people that, you know, have clearly admired Star Wars and they wanted their shot at making something. And I enjoyed, even the ones I didn't enjoy. I enjoyed all of them to an extent.
Overall, I'd say, like, a C for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, a 7 out of 10.
Yeah. I feel like I would have rather watched all this in, like, a single sitting. Like, a 2.5 hour sitting or whatever it is. Then sparse it over a couple weeks, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm curious which studio they're going to go with, if it's what we think is going to happen.
What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I mean, they threw all these out to see what the fan base would be and which ones they liked the most. And then maybe they'd make a show out of this.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The Ninth Jedi, I'm sure, is the easy winner, but it's just more same stuff. It's just more Star Wars. Like, I don't think you could do a whole story off of the Ninth Jedi. I mean, it's not that interesting enough of a story to be like, oh, this needs its own series. You know what I mean? Like, it's
But you
just
could make it its own movie.
yeah. I mean, but like we already know the twist. So like, what would they do as a movie?
Well, the whole thing is trying to like
save her dad.
save the kid's dad. I mean, yeah, we
and
know.
then he's trying to rebuild the Jedi.
Yeah, like it could be a little like even if like let's just pretend that people didn't watch this and they just did this as like a a research project. Let's see what people. Let's throw all these stories out there. What do people like? 1 million people watch this, and 80% of them really like the Ninth Jedi as like their favorite out of this. So then they go back and make a whole movie and they fill in the beginning part. You know what I mean? With the journey of the main boy and the girl who is the Ninth Jedi, and then the background after the whole background leading up to that moment, and then that moment happens, and then it's the recovery of the dad, the defeating of the Sith Order. You know what I mean? Like, and the rebuilding of the Jedi. Like I'm saying, like they could extend and add the parts of the story that we were left off from. Or left out of, and could make it.
A lot of these left on cliffhangers too.
I'm saying like, yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of episodes as well that have probably, in my mind, more potential to be extended.
That left on cliffhanger, the twins, the Ninth Jedi.
Guys, if you made it this far in the video, we want to know your thoughts. What episodes did you like the most? What episodes did you not like the most? What are in your top 3? What did you feel about the show as a whole? Did it meet expectations? Did it not? Do you want to see more of these stories? For the time being, check out our Patreon if you want to support us. Leave a like, a hit, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and we'll see you in the next series. Punch it! Bye!
Another one in the books.
Bites the dust.